So I feel it's time to check in with you guys. I have been busting my ass this summer. It's been busy for my work, but also busy renovating on the barn, which has taken me off of social media for a while, but it is what it is, and I'm sure you guys can appreciate that and be cool with it, because I am putting in some work. 6 years ago, I built Trading Music Facility, which was a big job. I had some help. So it's been 6 years since I've done any type of like massive build. But I feel like I'm at the halfway point now, which is good. Tomorrow, my family and I take off on a weeks-long vacation with Hendo's family. We're going to South Carolina to the beach, and we're going to rest and hopefully drink a bunch of margaritas. And I'm going to come back and jump on this hard in August. I'm hoping the weather is dry, because it has been a rainforest this summer. June and July has just killed me on renovation on this studio. I've had to throw away tools. It's fucking sucked. But I'm powering through. So I'm going to show you guys where we're at right now. So obviously I got my crush and run road poured. We're going to be doing a tar and chip on this baby once I get a couple more of the big things done. I got a new roof on the barn. I just got my gutters put on last week, thankfully right before a giant typhoon hit. Got to get AEP up here to dig a trench from, there's a pole back here, probably about 80 feet. So we're going to trench all the way down through here and tie in the power. And then when we backfill that sucker, then I'm going to do a drain, a French drain system from boom all the way around this. That way it can carry the water off of this hill and divert it away from this barn, because I didn't care before that the barn was getting a little musty, but it can happen now, because we're gonna be living here. So I'm gonna take you guys in, if you don't mind. Okay, so we are now in the barn, and you can see what I've been doing. Obviously opened up the ceiling, put my LVL beams in to make this like a cathedral. We've got 16-foot high ceilings. I think it's going to sound amazing in here, and we're going to have all the room we need to rehearse and for me to record bands and record Byzantine. I have been in rock wool hell. I installed 12 bundles of rock wool safe and sound to make sure that we are completely insulated. I still have the ceiling to do. They recommend you not to rock wool the ceiling, but I'm rock wooling the ceiling because there's no reason not to. We have to make sure that my neighbors down off the hill don't complain. So rock wooling the ceiling. I put in a new window to give us some natural light. You know, obviously when we're tracking, or when we're making a really loud noise, I'm going to put something to where I can cover it. But yeah, right here was 2 giant barn doors. I took one out and got some T111 on this. Going to repaint the whole barn. I got a buddy who's a painter, and we're going to make it, make it all one color. Everything up here is going to be storage for the band. This is where all our merch is going to be, and I've got ample storage to hold everything we need. We'll probably get one of them ladders that rolls and be able to get to our stuff. Right here, I'm going to cut in a door, and on the back of this, I'm going to put a 8x8 room for all our supplies, all our cabling, because I want to keep this really clean. The floor, keeping the floor as it is, I'm just going to seal it. We're going to put down some rugs. It'll be real nice. Going to put a mini split right here, mini split unit to acclimate this thing so when we're out here in the winter, we're not freezing our tits off. Yeah, so I've got almost all my electric ran. As you can see, I've got my Cat 6 all coming to here, which is where the my studio console is going to be. And the Cat 6 is going to be for internet, and also you can track through that. You record instruments through it. Going to take this tiny little panel out, and this is where all my switches for my lights are going to go. New panel is going to go over here. I've almost got all the electric ran up in the ceiling. If you can see these shitty little lights there, we're going to replace those with couple hanging pendulums. And dead center is going to be a big ass fan. So I feel I'm halfway through, you know. So yeah, if I stay on schedule and the weather's great, at the end of August, early September, we should be able to roll our stuff in here and start jamming. And that was the timeline that I had for myself. I had one friend ask me, how much have you spent on this place? Oh, I just picked up another 12 bundles of rock wool just now. I'm going to tarp this up and leave it for when we come back from the vacation. But yeah, how much have I spent on this? I don't know. I haven't kept track of anything. And my friend was like, why in the hell would you do that? I could never do that. And my answer was simple, because this is not about money. And if I kept track of it, I would get to the end and I would start penny pinching and cutting corners. And I'm not doing that. This is a labor of love, and it has to happen regardless if it's $6,000 or $60,000. It has to happen. So I decided to not pay attention to the money. I mean, I know, you know, if I'm dead broke, I know to stop, and I'm not. So I'm just going to keep rolling it and throwing the hard work at it, and it's going to be an amazing recording studio in a barn, and that's what I want, and it'll be mine. So I feel like for the last chapter of Byzantine, you know, because we've been together 26 years, so I would feel safe to say that this is probably our last chapter, but it also could be our golden age. I think this would be a great spot for us to really experiment. We've always been kind of an experimental band, but I think we can even take it another notch. So I'd love to get some bands in here to record again, especially this winter when I'm not going to work my tile job. I take 3 months off in the winter and just kind of hang out with my kids. And maybe I can get a really killer band in here to record outside of Byzantine. There's a couple houses down here off the hill that have fallen in disrepair. 2 tiny houses right next to each other. Both of them have been condemned, and I'm currently trying to buy them. I think my long-term goal would be to tear them fuckers down and build one nice home there that is an Airbnb, and also another spot for bands to come if they were coming from long distance, you know. So I want to start recording major label bands, or any label bands, and be able to stay there and come up here and experience hanging out in the hills in West Virginia. So guys, I hope that is enough information to keep you satiated for a while. August I might not post a lot again. The reason why I'm not posting a lot is I am recording everything. I've recorded damn near every facet of this build because I know people love to watch renovation videos, and I think a barn to a recording studio renovation might be really cool. So hopefully when this thing is done, I can edit it all and put on YouTube how you can take a old metal pouch barn and turn it into a professional recording studio. Love you all, and I will chat with you all soon. I hope to come back in a week refreshed, tan, and ready to renovate. See ya.